Hello, good evening, and welcome back. It was pretty good. It was good what we saw yesterday to what happened. Firstly, we looked at PE spreads or shorting PE for Nifty and Bank Nifty. That went well. And a very interesting thing was yesterday in our scanners were infra and service sector. They've continued even for today, which gives I think Nifty Infra was up 1.45% or around 1.4 to 1.5, and the service sector also is pretty much the same. But what's added new today is Nifty 50 itself has popped up in my momentum scanner in all sectors, right? Which is extremely good signs. The market's really gaining some strength. But again, there is always an if and but. So you stay in the direction as long as the direction changes. Don't try and preempt or predict, and that's where we end up losing um, a big chunk of what we are doing, and then our psychology goes uh, for a toss, right? Okay, enough gyan and back to charts, and let's start with sectors as we do. So first is Nifty 50 on intraday. It's a nice turtle breakout and a follow through, and the counts are looking good. So this is where I would generally take it. The auto count's not there, but this is something that I would take because it's a long trend, right? 24 365 and 25 371 is what we're looking at. And intraday 1 minute 15%, 0.15%. There's no trend line that is still active. Let's have a quick look on daily. This is where this gets a little more interesting because it's now going to face a series of resistance. So I don't expect it to go full blown. As long as this low is protected, this anchor column low is protected, we are very good. So keep an eye out here. I'm not saying you need to go and you need to change your strategy or something, but a little cautious here. It may spend some time, a little bit of sideways correction, a little bit of price correction as well, or it might just continue to break through these resistance, right? And if you see, ADX has now given a crossover, and ADX is above 25. DMI plus DMI has crossed over minus DMI at today's close of play. And the X ratio, number of X's printed over the last 20 columns compared to number of O's printed, X's are now going above its 20 period average, right? So this is a good sign. There was a continuous, if you see from this particular column, the column of O's or the column of X's getting printed were lesser compared to the column of O's, and now it has changed. Right, we have a little bit of indication that this is starting to show, but on a daily time frame it looks it is approaching resistance. So let's see how it plays out. Okay, and the other simple rule I have: when you clearly have Nifty and Bank Nifty, don't try chasing stock, options, futures, whatever you want to chase, because the current Nifty Bank is 51,700. I think I have 51,000 PE here. When you can get 450 points, when you can try and get 450 points, there is a nice one back, bearish one back, and it's broken out today at close of play. Right now, this is a very clear thing, right? When you're doing option selling using spreads, you have a good, if you do 51,000 PE, sell at 450, you have a good 700 points protection on the downside as well. So this becomes OTM spreads. There's nothing that I see on liquid options, but just for some of us who are really interested in futures as well, Adani Energy has given uh, a bearish break. Let's just have a quick look at the chart. This is a very clear trend of turtle breakout, and that is interesting. Let's see what it looks on daily. this is a completely opposite picture, right? It's gone from 50 to 650 to 800 plus, and now it's a small retracement, which is why in an uptrend, don't look at you know stocks that have given a negative or a bearish breakout. This would have been a trap. Possibly it might continue going down. It's not nothing confirmed to say, but this is a huge anchor column, guys. This is never to be ignored, right? Unless a high pole formed and then a follow through forms, I would not look at bearish opportunities at all with an Adani Energy. Right, Bajaj FinServ is gone on to 1911. This is April futures. I'm not looking at March now because of the few days left. It's taken supported moving average. It's given a double top buy, and I think all this is exactly at the resistance line, which is a good sign. Once it breaks out, I think it's in clear zone, even on daily time frame. It is a nice bearish trend line breakout, and we can have a look at. This is definitely a watch list. And the final one for today is Canara Bank. Intraday looks very very good. Let's see how the daily looks. Daily is huge column. There's of course disparity here, and with disparity we need to be a little more careful. I'd like a follow through here, again similar to what we saw in Nifty. The plus DMI has given a crossover at close of play today, and the X ratio is now above its average, right? That's a bullish crossover as well. So these are the some of the ones that are looking pretty good. And again, I come back to my final verdict. Let's Before the final verdict, let's have a quick look at auto as well, because it has been in a position. This is good. It was a bearish anchor column. It did not get a follow through. Instead, it got a low pole, sort of a low pole, and then a follow through, which has gone now closed above moving average. Right, another correction here, a small a pullback and a double top buy. Auto looks very good, right? So we'll need to wait and see how this plays out. Okay, coming back to the part of my picks for tomorrow, I would hands down go with Nifty 50, Bank Nifty. Watch them again and watch my D pivot levels. You'll watch it in my sessions, and it has to clearly give a breakout for long as well as short between the R and S lines or the C lines, whichever's on the chart, and it goes into all clear zone. You can definitely start looking at these options. Even I think one of them I was talking to, they are looking at futures as well, and that's not a bad option as well. 1 minute 0.15% and plot D pivots, and you can have a look at them as well. This is what we have for tomorrow, but I have a very interesting news and an exciting one. I've been working on a top-down approach method for you to pick um, sectors, and then align the sectors with uh, the stocks itself, and then study price action for entry, and how to go about it. That's the video that's coming out this Saturday. I am rather trying to put all the notes together so that we can go through these together, and then understand what a top down approach is, and why a multi denominator approach is extremely important, and how to make a process around it. Well, I look forward to the weekend. Let's see how we can do, and I'll try and do as a detailed video as much as possible. It might be a lengthy one, but as you always do, continue to share, subscribe, and like the video. Thank you, and have a good evening.